Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Nicholas Source. I'm here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette for our stair-step finals with the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch. And our first match is pretty interesting. We actually had a three-way tie today for second place. So we had to break that tie with a one-game roll-off for the three contestants. Harold Harris of Dacono, 88 years old, won that roll-off, so he is now the second-seeded player, followed by Dave Trujillo, and then followed by Tanya Garcia, and then our fifth seed is Caitlin Golderman. So our first stair-step final will be Tanya Garcia, our fourth seed, against Caitlin Golderman, our fifth seed, and Tanya has elected to lead the match. So shake hands, and here we go. This is going to be very interesting. Pretty wild day today. We haven't had a three-way tie in the top five in forever.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Tanya Garcia. There we go. That's okay. A strike is a strike. Here's the great part. If she happens to beat Caitlin, then she technically bowls her brother-in-law, which is a riot.
A lot of family interaction with bowling.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course. Of course.
It's a good way to both stay connected with your family and kick their ass.
At the same time.
At the same time.
All right, Caitlin Golderman, daughter of Gary Golderman, sister of Shane Golderman, and daughter of Michelle Golderman. And three of the four made it this weekend, which is pretty cool. The only one not making it this weekend was Shane, but unfortunately he had to withdraw due to injury. He was actually bowling pretty good too, but he popped a tendon in his finger.
I think Shane is watching.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
He was in the chat room a little while ago.
Okay. Yeah, you know, with stuff like that, unfortunately, what happens a lot of times is, well, number one, you want to make sure it's not broke, which it isn't, but then you want to, the swelling's got to go down. And then they'll do probably an MRI and see to what extent he's got tendon or ligament damage. Hopefully it's not serious. No, maybe. All right, out of trouble.
All right, pick it up, Caitlin.
And actually, the loser of each match has to buy me ice cream.
I already bought mine.
Well, you're a loser. That's right.
I lost when I got
Floor director Philip David comes through with his big old
five-gallon vat.
Yeah,
of ice cream.
he's basically in a wheelbarrow next to him.
Yeah, really.
And didn't offer us any.
No. Do you believe that?
I know.
We're gonna take care of these two.
Of course, if this was a top 8, I would admit right now I'd be down there getting ice cream too.
And I'd be right behind you. Actually, at the break, we might go to hell with them. All right.
But instead, folks, I'll stay here and try to keep score badly.
Uh-oh. Hurry. Ooh, wound up being a good shot. Looks like she got around the ball a little bit, but starts out with a double.
Which right now she's wondering where was this 10 minutes ago.
Doesn't matter. So she's got to win 4 matches. Big deal. She's in the show, and that's all that counts. Pushed a little bit. Will it come back? Nope. Too late. Little fast. Leaves the 1, 2, 4, 10 washout, but she's on a double. And again, she is, if I remember correctly, yeah, Tanya has a 6-min advantage over Caitlin. Oh, she held on to it. Only gets 1. So they'll give her 50 in the third when an open. So even if Caitlin goes strike spare, she'll still be down by 5, so she's going to have to double to take the lead. 120 entries this week here at Coal Creek. And for those of you at home, again, top 5 finals format. Stair-step finals, 5th place today with 5% of the Megapot gets $367. 4th place will get $392. 3rd place will get $635. 2nd place, $1169. Our champion today will get $2,338. It's going to be pretty close. Atta girl, good shot.
Good cover.
Well, congratulations to Noah Gallegos for winning the regional at Holiday
Yeah,
today.
that was very nice. No, it's tough. He's been on a roll all summer. He's been bowling really, really well. And, of course, Brandon Knowles bowled well. They both beat Francois Lavoie, who I believe won one of those. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. But, yeah, from what I hear, the scores were quite outrageous. And I think it went down to 17 pins, I think.
I'm
Was
not
the
sure.
difference. Yeah, it was a good match from what I hear. But that's good. They had a good turnout. It wasn't a super regional, but they still had 50 some entries, which is pretty good. Uh-oh. Caitlin Nell owes 38,204 people a beer. So there goes all her college money.
And once she turns old enough to get into the bar,
Well, she won't be able to because she'll be broke.
yeah.
All right, so golden opportunity missed there. So now Tanya can get right back on it here. She gets a mark here. She can conceivably go up 22. Yeah, maybe. Crosses over and strikes. Okay, you know you can do that all you want. Don't matter. Tanya Garcia out of Centennial. Grew up in North Glen. Her nephew Matthew Trujillo is here watching. A little bit slower finish. Same thing. Put it in the same place and the ball did almost the same thing. 1, 2, 4, 5. On a strike though, so count not that important. Just make the spare. Next week we'll be at Holiday Lanes where the regional was this week. We'll be on ABT number 9, the infamous ABT number 9. The generic national pattern for Vegas with a tweak here and a tweak there. So Tanya converts the spare, 70 in the 4th. She's got a 22-pin lead over Caitlin. Caitlin up to frame number 5.
I know
Caitlin's getting ready to go back to college. I think she leaves in a week or two. She's on the Western Slope. Ooh, that was a good shot. And then her older brother, Shane, I believe, is at CSU.
how quickly they grow up and head to college.
You know, quickly you're out of money. All right, good spare. All right. I think, unfortunately, Caitlin is in. I'm just happy to be her mode. But not bad. I mean, like I said, $367. Worst she'll do.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. That's better. Come on, finish. Looks like the bowlers are having a hard time getting the ball to the pocket on lane 17. She leaves the 1-2-4-7. Loses a little bit of count with that 6 count on a spare. So conceivably down 26. Where's my ice cream?
I ate it all.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. All right, good conversion.
It was real good. It's peanut butter.
I hope the foo bird comes and lands on him in the middle of the night. Pull a Johnny Carson on him. Ooh, he looped that a little bit. Yeah. She's having trouble. She tore her bottom of her thumb up during semis. She's got it all patched up, but for those of you that have gone through that, that patch, whatever you call it, it's not liquid skin. Thank you. It's not as thin and clear as what I like to use, which is great super glue. So it tends to bind up and grab, and
Good cover.
so she's dealing with it the best she can, but she's doing okay. She'll probably go through about 2 or 3 of those packets.
She said she put like 3 patches on it.
No, I believe it. Yeah.
Just to hold it.
And she'll be doing that, every match that she wins and she goes up the ladder. She's probably going to be doing that in between matches while her contestants warming up. So frame number 7, up 22. And skate,
Come on.
get one of them. No, 310 baby split. He's got 104 in the
Pick it up, girl.
sixth.
Pick it up.
So still up 20, but needs to convert to split. Hard to believe summer's almost over. In fact, I think most of the schools start this week.
Next week for Fort Collins.
Well, that's because you're too far north.
All right.
I'm not arguing on that point.
I think, if I remember correctly, I think the kids here start on the 14th or 15th, like a Wednesday or a Thursday, something like that.
Yeah, my son heads back to high school on not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. So
East Coast, they almost never start before Labor Day. Normally, it's a Tuesday after Labor Day.
Brooke.
that's kind of how it should be.
Well, the problem is,
It's
everybody
just-
puts in the same amount of days. But out here, the kids get longer breaks in January. And I think that's due to the skiing and all that stuff. They get a longer winter break, whereas on the East Coast, you get maybe 4 or 5 days between Christmas and New Year's.
Good cover, Jalen. Come on.
So, even though, and that's why they start earlier, of course, but, there you go.
Good shot.
On the East Coast, of course, they do go through like the second, almost the third week of June, which out here you guys are pretty much
we're
done.
done.
May?
Maybe a few days into June.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
So it's, 2
maybe,
weeks here, 2
maybe
weeks
like
there.
a week.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It all works out.
They just take it's a 2-week block.
Yeah,
Out
yeah.
here they'd rather spend that time in June instead of
Right.
and stick them in the classrooms in August. But
Yeah. Better have air conditioning.
but well, you're gonna need it either way.
Yeah.
But
Finish. Comes up a little high, 4.67.
I think with back east, what also is part of the dictation of time selection is, or at least historically is the vacation schedules. August was traditionally the blue-collar vacation month.
Yeah.
At least that's the way it was in Peoria
no, you're
growing up,
right.
because
Yeah, you're right.
in August you get about 20,000 cat workers who'd take off, and
Uh-oh. Tugged it. Well, she got one. So 121 in the 8th. She is in danger of losing the lead now of Caitlin Marks. Caitlin will be up 2 pins with 2 frames to go. So Tanya's got to regroup. and close out these next 2 frames, put some heat on Caitlin.
I just know my house is going to get quiet because my wife heads back to the Micronesia island on Tuesday. My oldest moved out last week, and my youngest goes back to school next week. So,
When do we start partying?
Yeah, next Tuesday should work.
Oh, grab some head pin. Come on. 1, 3, 6, 9. But she's on an open, so just convert to spare.
Pick it up, Tanya.
Finish. Atta girl, good shot.
Good cover. Good cover.
All right, so hard part done. Marks in the 9th. Again, she'll be down 3 pins if Caitlin spares, and she'll be down 13 if Caitlin doubles. And Caitlin's in a 9th frame, and she's going to finish first. Ooh, that was a good shot.
Good ball, girl.
Good shot.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Now she's got a mark. Wow, this is close. Very, very close. Ooh, is it going to hold? No. Open in the 9th.
All right, come on.
137.
10 in the pit.
Okay, right now Tanya is up 10 pins going into the 10th. So Caitlin needs a double to put some heat on her. A mark alone will, she has to mark, but double would really be nice. That's going to be close.
Good ball.
Ooh, can't convert.
It's all right, pick it up.
All right, so at this stage, all Tanya needs to do, let's see, if she goes 9 out, she'll shoot 149. Caitlin will have 146. Yeah, she doesn't. Tanya doesn't even have to mark. All right, atta girl.
Meat recall.
I got your meat.
Human blood problem.
All right, so it looks like Caitlin Golderman, unless something incredibly bizarre happens, will finish in 5th place. And maybe get 6. And 1, 2, she got 5. So 152. 152 and 47, 199. And let's see. So basically, Tanya needs 5, 6 pins at the most, not even. She just needs to keep it on the lane. Multiply that spare, make it easy. And then she's going to take on brother-in-law, Dave Trujillo. That'll be interesting. Family Feud, the home game. And the referee will be Matthew.
Oh, word. There you go, girl. It's all you got to do.
All right. 147. Yep. Down 5-6. So he wins by 1 pin. So it's over. So Caitlin Golderman's going to go in 5th place with 5% of the mega pot, $367. Ooh, thank God you didn't need it. All right, so 201, 199.
2 pins.
Tanya Garcia advances,
Good
and
job, y'all.
she's going to take on our 3rd seed, Dave Trujillo, and you'll see that match in just a moment, folks. We're going to step aside for editing purposes. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasource. I'm here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette. This is match 2 of 4 matches of stair-step finals. This match is going to feature Tanya Garcia up against former brother-in-law Dave Trujillo. This ought to be interesting. Dave, obviously a very good master player. He's going to be spotting Tanya 36 pins, and he's elected to have Tanya lead the match. So shake hands, and away we go. Unfortunately, while Dave's bowling, I have to put up with his son, Matthew, to my right, who is 12 but might not make 13.
All right, somebody in Sportsbook. Let's start a line.
There we go. Matthew bowled the first Mile High Tour yesterday at Zone Westminster, whatever they're calling it now, Bolero Westminster, which used to be Rocky Mountain Lanes. All right, Tanya Garcia going to hook. Ooh, leaves a 5-6. And the winner of this match takes on our second seed, Harold Harris. Harold, a spry young 88-year-old, retired butcher out of Dacono, Colorado. And then the winner of that match takes on our cabinet maker, Steve Dudek, Commerce City. That's going to be close. Nope, hooks away. All right, so she's 9 out first frame.
It just occurred to me that we can't have any more ties because I have to get back to Fort Collins before my wife does.
You just gave us the kiss of death.
Well, because I get really scolded if I leave my motorcycle helmet on the kitchen table.
And you did that. Oh, so you're done.
Yep.
You're toast. I'm going to tell you that right now. You got no shot. You might not ever eat again. Nice ball. Good shot.
Well, she's been gone a week, so,
Yeah.
you know.
David, a multi-master champion. And actually, Dave bowled with me in the first year winter season sport league at Brunswick put on the first year where we rotated bowling centers, and then we stayed at Holiday Lanes where we're going to be next week for a couple of years. And Caitlin's dad, Gary, was the secretary of that sport league. And, of course, Hall of Famer for Denver and state now, Dwayne Mellinger was the president. So, oh, wheeled it. Not coming back. Let that go too far right. 1-2-4. That's for deaf people.
Well, we weren't talking.
That's for deaf people. You can't hear anything. Okay, Nolan slithered out on us this week, the dog. The ice cream shop next door got the best of him. All right, good shot. So Dave strikes spare, 20 in the first.
Yeah, when I got here, I saw him in there getting his food coma on.
Exactly, yeah. I got news for you. I think I'm going to grab one on the way out.
If they're still open, I am too.
I'm pretty sure they will be. If not, we'll have to check what the closing time is. You're going to have to run over and see when they close. And then we'll have to buy a couple gallons each just for the ride home.
You know, there used to be an independent family-owned ice cream shop in Loveland that my kids and we just loved. I mean, absolutely loved, called Penguins.
Oh, yeah.
And when they closed, we literally went and bought, all four of us picked a flavor, and we literally bought a 5-gallon bucket each of our favorite flavor.
That's sick.
And our big deep freeze in the garage, we had 20 gallons of ice cream.
My God.
It was wonderful.
9 p.m.
Oh, piece of cake.
Yeah.
Piece
We're
of
good.
cake.
Y'all are good.
They're
Well,
open
the thing
till
is,
9.
see what he's going to do now. He's going to have to buy a lot of ice cream.
Yeah.
So when he goes home and his wife's there, motorcycle helmet's on the dining room table. Hun, here, this is why.
Yeah.
Turn a motorcycle helmet on, put all the ice cream in a motorcycle helmet, and eat it.
I don't have a helmet. I got a half helmet, so it won't hold the whole gallon.
Well, then you got to eat faster.
Yep.
Yeah.
That peanut butter one.
Yeah, we're talking about the ice cream shop that opened up next door to Coal Creek Lanes called Cowabunga.
Yeah, it's almost in the center.
Pretty much, yeah. It's got an entrance that the bowling center, the bowlers can actually go into, and then it also has a outside entrance. But have not experienced the ice cream yet, but I've heard it is excellent. So I might have to make a slight detour. Yeah, well, nobody's perfect. All right, so Tanya, 5 count, but she's on an open, so got to get it together here, young lady. I know Dave's your brother-in-law, but you can't give him a break that easy. Will it hold? Will it hold? Ah! So she goes open, 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 open. 26 in the third. That's not going to cut it.
There's no way she won't notice the helmet because this is the same color as Dave's shirt.
There you go. Ooh, did he get the 10 out? No.
Nope.
We're going to have to get a masseuse for Harold. We're going to have to get that shoulder worked on. Get it loosened up for him.
Well, so far, no one's taken advantage of the warm-up pair.
No, Harold will pace himself. He'll throw a couple right before he's ready to start his next match. And then, of course, Steve, Air Dudek, doesn't really need much practice. He's just going to rip him and grip him. So,
Hey, if it works for you.
yeah, whatever works. Absolutely. So we had three classic bowlers, 2 master bowlers in the top 5 this weekend. And again, congratulations to Noah Gallegos of Golding winning the PBA Regional at Holiday Lanes this weekend. Don't know how much he made, but obviously a win's a win. And a regional title's a regional title, so congratulations. That's going to be close. Beautiful shot. All right. Strike, spare, strike. Grinding along. Up 33 scratch. So it's almost. I think he's up 5. Something like that. It's going to be close. But now, unfortunately, Tanya's got to go scratch for the next 7 frames against Dave. That's going to be quite difficult. This was the, oops, that's out of here. That was the PBA Scorpion, 42 feet. That has a distinctive out of bounds, as you can tell. Although that ball would have been in the gutter just on just about anything, she got to let it get away from her.
Now, she's exposing a weakness in my scoring system because I didn't design it for a first shot 0.
Well, she's on an open, so it's really not going to figure. You can do whatever you want for the second, or even put it in the first. It don't matter.
Good ball.
All right.
Oh.
Good spare.
Lull them into a sense of security, false security. There you go. Tanya's thumb's got to be killing her. She tore the skin off, trying to get that skin patch to dry up and tighten up for her. But you know, when your brain thinks about it the whole time, even though you don't want to believe it. So hard to clear the ball. That looks pretty good though. That's a great shot. Good, very good. Yeah, girl. All right.
So a mixed match double, kinda.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets a kick out for a double.
Trio trip. We know that.
Dave can max out at 269, and he's got a good start. Getting up right here for frame 6. That's better. Come on. Oh, there we go.
There's another Trujillo.
She gets some mix.
He used to do that at Arvada all the time, too.
He did it everywhere. What are you talking about?
Arvada was common for him.
So I think Dave has politely told his sister-in-law, nice try. But I got to go.
You will be getting relief for your
Hurry.
thumb soon.
Yeah, really.
Pick it up, girl.
All right. 127. Tanya's significant other, Scott Roberts, quite a player in his own right. So they're all bowlers. Great shot. All right, out of go.
Go, girl.
Good ball. And Scott kept pressing Tanya to bowl the ABT every week. Said it's the only way you're going to get better. And of course, Scott works at UPS, works stupid hours, as does Gary Golderman. And poor Scott, by the time he gets home, the only thing he wants to do is take a shower and go to bed. I don't blame him.
Like me.
Yeah, but you don't take a shower.
Right upside the head. Bam.
He goes through car washes on his motorcycle.
Wow. That's sick. Hold. Yeah, that girl.
Tanya, good ball.
All right.
Good ball.
All right, she's hanging in there. Force him to show up, make a move.
Hoorah.
Finish. Yeah, good ball.
Good ball, Dave.
Yep. The bowlers are in trouble because Mr. Trujillo is lined up. And he's going to be spotting him a ton of pins, but you know what? It don't matter. Because right now he's lined up on both lanes. Yep, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Frame number 8 for Dave, still on a 269 max. It's going to be close. Nope, 24810. Just leaked it out a little bit too far. So he's got to get 3 here. He's on a 4-bagger. So he gets 3 out of the 4. He'll have 173 open in the 8th. Which means if Tanya can throw the next 2, she gets within a mark. All right, good try. All right. So 173 in the 8th, open. Our best Dave can do now, scratch is 233. Actually, if Tanya goes off the sheet, she shuts out Dave. 259, 250 with the handicap
Come on, girl.
difference.
Come on. Go, Brooklyn.
Baby split
Pick
310.
it up. Pick it up.
Okay, 106, 116. Now the best she can do is 176. 176 and 53. 229. So now Dave has to punch to beat her by a pin. But she needs to make this.
He's figuring over there on his up on the screen.
Come on. Ah. So 114 open in the 8th. 74. Best you can do now is 227 with handicap. So at this point, Dave just needs to close 2 frames. Frame number 9 for Tanya. Skate. Ah. Comes up on the head pin, leaves herself the 3-6. So now her best max with handicap is 217. It should cover. No. Okay, good shot.
Good cover.
Beautiful shot.
Good shot, Dave.
He seems locked in.
Yes. Other than that one he floated on 17 in the 8th frame, he's pretty much dialed up. So he throws the first one here, it's over. Okay, so if he should miss this, he'll shoot 218 with handicap. And believe it or not, that'll be enough. He'll
Will it?
win 218, 217. So Tanya Garcia is going to go home in 4th place. With 5% of the mega pot, she's going to take home $392.
Oh, that went
And
into the
extra
gutter.
spare. Did it? Okay. He's got it. All right, so we got 202 for David with his handicap. 219. No, 218, I'm sorry. Yeah, he'll win. He can win 218, 217. So Tanya cannot catch him. All right, leaves a 128. She goes spare strike. She can shoot 204. Actually, other than that rough start where she opened the first 3 frames, she threw the ball pretty good. But those first 3 frames are going to come back to haunt her. There we go. Get the ball back. So I'll watch Tanya finish her match here. And Dave Trujillo for the semifinal match is going to take on our 2nd seed Harold Harris of Dacono, just northeast of here. And good spare. All right, very good. He throws a strike here. She'll shoot 151 plus 53 for 204. Hold. All right. So 149 plus 53, 202. Tanya Garcia goes home in fourth place, again with 5% of the Megapod. She's going to take home $392. And when we come back, Dave Trujillo is going to take on our second seed, Harold Harris of Dacono, Dave of, I believe, Thornton. And when we come back, you'll see that semifinal match right here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette. Again, this is the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasource. I'm back here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette with the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch. Lafayette just north of Broomfield, which is just north of Denver. And this semifinal match is going to feature Dave Trujillo winning his first two matches, and he was the winner of that three-man roll-off. He's going up against our second seed, an 88-year-old ABT champion, Harold Harris of Dacono. Dacono just north and east of here. Harold is elected to lead the match, so gentlemen, we're going to shake hands, and here we go. It was great to see Harold back. Harold bowled the club for many, many years. He's been a retired butcher, and he's probably been retired for well over 20 years. Still loves to bowl when he can.
Now, that's a profession you don't hear about much anymore.
No.
It's definitely needed.
Yes.
But we've only got one butcher shop, I think, in Fort Collins that I'm aware of. And there should be more in the world.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Ooh. Comes up a little light, 4.57. Realistically, all Harold has to do is make about 6 marks out of 10, and Dave's going to have to shoot a ton.
Okay. You know, we just went through that whole with the sun and the camera shaking and the whole bit. So when he came up, what's the first thing he did? Leaned on the table, sat down.
Oh,
Mr. Ice Cream over here.
Oh, Mr. Ice Cream. Oh, sure.
So it's a hopeless fight.
Yeah, I think so. All right, looks like Harold's going to get something. Hold. Oh, that was a great try. Almost converted it. So he's 9 out, first frame.
That was impressive.
Absolutely. Oh, solid 9. Oh, Lord. Like we said, Dave's going to have to spot Harold's 67 pins. All right, no problem with the 9 pin, so Dave marks in frame number 1. The winner of this match is going to take on multi-master champion Steve Dudek. Steve is a finishing carpenter who now lives in Commerce City.
There's quite the interesting professional cross-section in the club.
Absolutely. Butcher, window washer, and UPS driver or warehouse worker, and finishing carpenter. Finishing cabinet maker, I'm sorry. That's close. Beautiful shot. There you go. All champions, all multi-champions with the club over the years. Frame number 2, that's going to be close. Excellent shot, just leaves a 4-pin. Harold for years bowled a senior travel league that had Bob Gustafson who's now retired, living up in, what's the name of that town that had the tornado?
Windsor?
Windsor. Actually, him and his wife Lee went and lived in Arizona for a while and came back here. And normally they stop in and see us when we're up here, but we didn't get a chance to see them this weekend. Hope everything's going good for them. So Harold Spares in frame number 2, because I tell you right now, if they knew that Harold was in the finals, they'd be here in a heartbeat.
Windsor's an interesting town. There's really 2 Windsors. There's Windsor, but right smack dab in the middle of Windsor is a 4-mile wide green zone.
Oh, wow.
So you've got half the city, a green zone with no development whatsoever, and then another half the city.
Well, in a way, Commerce City's almost that way. You got the refinery end of it, and you got the housing end of it.
But each of the 2 halves are in different counties.
Oh, that's even better. Come on, get a break.
You've got the east half in Weld County and the west half in Larimer.
Amazing.
So really, it should just be 2 towns.
It really should be almost like a Twin Cities thing, like
Yeah.
Minneapolis, St. Paul. Yeah.
But there was such a land grab by the little municipalities 20 years ago that they just started snatching up all these farms and just
Which
saying
is what you're seeing right now with Erie and Lafayette.
Yeah.
And,
yeah,
same
just
thing.
like a annexation from
Right.
crazy.
Exactly.
Johnstown went the craziest.
Oh, really?
Johnstown has more square footage than Denver.
God.
And it's got a population of 7,000.
Right, yeah. Come on. Attaboy. All right.
It's insane how much land they annexed.
Oh,
But
yeah.
oh yeah, so it's just kind of amusing up there.
Well, you need all that property so that you can make all those cinnamon rolls.
Well, they're not as good since the old lady retired.
It's a shame. Because those things were to die for. Ooh! Oh, good shot.
Yeah.
Wraps at 10.
Yeah, that's no longer family owned. It's now a part of Love's, I think, or
Oh, really?
some chain center.
In a way, that's sad. You like that uniqueness of a family operation. And the longevity. There's going to be the people there for years and years and years. Looks good. All right. So Dave goes spare, strike, spare. He's only down 55. Or 51, something like that.
51.
51, yeah.
It was according to the spreadsheet. So you can do bowler math, and I can enter a spreadsheet.
We're both bookies by nature, I know.
Sure.
Frame 4 for Dave. Boom. What a look he's got on that left lane. It's just automatic. Great shot.
Is he going to finish there?
Good question. Who led off? Harold?
Yes.
Yep. Dave will finish on lane 17. And he'll finish first.
And that's why he...
Sure, and that's why he chose it, which
That's
is what
right.
you should do.
Yep.
It's not so much how you end up, it's where you want to finish in most cases. Or if your opponent's having trouble with a lane, you want to make sure he finishes on that lane if you
Right.
have that option. So, oop, that's going to have to go, son. It's all right, decent count. 5 count on a spare.
Well, I got to admire his stamina.
Oh, God bless him. 88 years old, Harold makes it a point to get out and still do his thing. Loves the bowl. Bowls the senior league here on Friday afternoons.
One thing I absolutely love about this place is this is, without question, the best lit bowling center in the state.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not afraid to turn lights on.
Uh-oh. He yanked it. He's only going to get 1. So it gives him 49 and a fourth. This is a good opportunity for Dave to start striking here. Cut into that handicap. Well, the other thing I like about it, it's got a very open settee area for the league bowlers and open play bowlers to relax.
Mm-hmm.
That and Arapahoe is probably the two.
Highlands Park.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get up there and talk to Mr. Enders.
In fact, Highlands Park probably has more room back here than anybody.
Wow.
Even
impressive.
Arapahoe.
Impressive. Definitely have to get up there.
Of course, that may not be a fair statement because there's a whole lot of centers, south of the metro that I haven't been to. But
well, there isn't that many centers south of the metro, other than 5 or 6 in the Springs, and then 2 in Pueblo, and I don't know if there's anything down toward the state line at that point. A couple smaller ones as you get into the south middle of the state. But yeah, the
Salaida's got to have one.
Well lit. Salida does have one, I believe. Small, of course, but I believe it's still in operation. Because that's where our color analyst, Mr. Carruthers, grew up, and I believe he bowled out of that bowling center. I think it's 10 lanes. I think. I'll have to ask Nolan when we see him again if he ever decides to come back.
It's right next to the rodeo studio, too, probably.
Perfect, because he used to do that, too.
Get thrown off the bowl and go bowl.
Go bowl, yeah. You're out of here. Pick up a ball, go over there. All right, well, Dave cannot carry the right lane, which could be a problem because he's going to make up 67 pins, 63 pins. Okay, no problem with the 610. So now right now he can max out at 250. And at that point, he's going to have to. He's going to need to stay on that pace because unless if Harold throws a double in this, it could really make it tough. I don't know if Harold realizes it or not, but even if he loses this match, he's going to go home in third place with over $600, $635 to be exact. Sit. Boy, he's got that left lane down. Yeah. So he's going for his Dutch 200. He's got 105th. He's made up 31 of the 67 pins. But again, he's still down 36. Ooh, that's going to grab some head pin. Come on. Get it. Oh, leaves a 9. That was a pretty good shot. 68 and a fifth.
Okay, so Pogie's threatening to join the club and come out a couple times a year to bowl.
Oh, please. He can stay home for 10 years and he wouldn't catch up to Harold. Maybe 15.
Well, Pogie, if you do, that'd be awesome.
Hey, he just wants to come back and give Nolan crap.
Well, the weather is so much nicer here. Could you blame him?
No. No, not at all. Yeah, he said they've had some brutal weather out there all year. Winter was tough. The summer was tough and rainy. Oops. Slides by that 9 pin, so he's got 77 open in his 6th.
And we keep humidity in it, in an indoor zoo building just so that way we can, remember why we don't want to leave Colorado.
Yeah, really. I mean, it cracks me up when people go, man, can't you feel the humidity outside? What are you, nuts? They complain when it's over 20%, Hell, 20% humidity on the East Coast, people are throwing parties.
They never see 20%.
No, they don't. Come on, Harold, roll it up. No. All right, he leaves that same 5-count menagerie again.
You want humidity, go to Central Illinois in August.
Yeah, or St. Louis.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Well, no, 150 miles to the east of the river is worse because you get 150 miles of cornfields. And those cornfields just hold more water. Oh, it's hell. I know, I grew up there.
So that was the only way they could get people to go up there is build that stadium, Field of Dreams, right?
Yeah.
Oops. Maybe. Come on. Ooh, couldn't get a tap off the wall. So back-to-back opens. He's got 86 in the 7th.
Did you hear where the White Sox are going to host the Yankees
They're
at the Field of Dreams?
They're going to build a 8,000 temporary, of course.
Yes.
8,000 capacity. But I think that's pretty cool. All they need now is to have...
Yeah, but they missed their opportunity. If you're going to play that game, it should have been the Tigers, not the Yankees.
Oh, here we go. No, you got to get some Black Sox because the whole movie featured Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Right, but the Black Sox played the Tigers.
Good shot, Dave.
No, not in the World Series.
Not in the World Series, but...
Yeah, they were both American League teams, though.
Yeah, but so is the Yankees.
Yeah, that's true.
And that
The
American League...
Yankees is the draw, though.
That's why I'm not interested.
Come on, you had the Babe, you had Gehrig. Although Shoeless Joe Jackson was a hell of a ball player. But yeah, that was a great movie. We need James Earl Jones to come back and do the play-by-play.
Yes.
Sit. Oh, wow.
That's a real.
Yeah, exactly. Gets away with one there. It is just about an even match right now, folks. So we got ourselves a 3-frame game. Harold could get back in this. Nope. Will it hold? Will it hold? Will it hold?
Did not.
No. 3, 5, 6. Now, you could still go mark out and shoot basically 140. Gives him 220. Dave still can't relax.
Nope.
I come up and bite him. And then, of course, then they have to take on Air Dudek. Oh, that's not going to make it. That's out in the weeds. No. All right, so 93 in the 8th.
No, does Steve Bowl league here?
No. Harold Bowles League.
He always seems to do really well here, so I didn't.
Well, the league players here say that this house plays drier on sport, and that could have a lot to do with it, whether it's a combination of surface, return air, lane machine. But, great shot by Harold. But Steven has a tendency to just loft the ball and throw darts, which on that type of condition suits him. So, which is then explains why he does so well here.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Pogie. He sent me a text telling me my scores were wrong. And he was right.
Atta boy, Pogie. Stay on him. Nothing like having a bookie watch you live.
I swear he builds a database every week.
Of course he does. What else can you do on Staten Island? Come on. All right, unfortunately, Harold opens again, and it's 102. Oh, no, we got to fix that. All right, 9th frame for Dave Trujillo, working on a 3-bagger. Sit. Yeah. All right, he's going to put this game away.
Well, we didn't do a pick to click this week, but some folks have been reaching out to me with theirs, and Dave is popular.
Oh, you think? Duh. That's like, let me see. Dodgers and Rockies. Who would you pick? That's a tough one. Get back to me on that. Well, here's the good news, folks. 88-year-old Harold Harris is going to finish 3rd place. And he's going to take home $635. Great shot.
Good shot, Dave.
What I find really cool is that Dave is really only a couple shots away from having a much better game.
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
And I don't want to
Well, he
jinx
got away.
anything
Got
yet.
to understand, he got away with a major break 2 frames ago on this lane. But still, you know, there are beautiful 300s, there are ugly 300s, but 300 is 300. All right, one more. He'll shoot 250, 267 with handicap, and he'll get himself into the championship match and face an opponent that I'm sure he's met in the finals over the years more than a few times, and that's Steve Dudek. Yeah, probably. Philip David says maybe 100.
I think he's got, what, 14 titles?
And finishing up, boom.
Good finish, Dave. Good job.
So he throws our last 7 for 250. Great finish. So let's see. Mr. Dudek is going to have a 7-pin advantage over Mr. Trujillo. Come on. 5-10. That's all right. Harold has nothing to be ashamed of. 120 bowlers, and he beat 116 of them.
Yeah.
117 of them. Gotta love it.
That's not a bad turnout for the weekend.
No, not at all. Like I said, considering you had the regional in Lakewood, you had the shootout in Thornton. Yeah, we did quite well.
And it's just plain vacation season
Yeah,
still.
exactly.
So
All right, so Harold, with his handicap, shoots 190. Good for Harold Harris. All right, again, $635 for Harold for finishing third. And when we come back, folks, our championship match is going to feature 2 multi-master champions, Dave Trujillo of Lakewood now, and Steve Dudek of Commerce City. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Cold Creek Lanes in Lafayette. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Sorcy here at Cold Creek Lanes in Lafayette with the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch. This is our championship match for this weekend. We have our opponent, Dave Trujillo, has now won 3 matches. He's going up against our tournament leader, Steve Dudek of Commerce City. Between 2 of these gentlemen, they have 26 branch titles. And again, both of these bowlers started in 1995 when the Masters began. So 24 years, bunch of titles, both good players. So it should be a great match. Dave's going to spot Steve in 7 pins. Steve's elected to lead the match, so he's going to shake hands, and we're going to begin. Both bowlers have been in a little bit of a drought, but not so much for not bowling or drought-wise, meaning that in Dave's case, he has with what he does with work and with his tapeworm son, he doesn't have a lot of time to bowl. And then Steve, of course, is a pretty regular, but he's had a little bit of a struggle last year. Little light to a 10.
you can't count either of these guys out.
No, never. Either one of them could throw the next 8 at you, like you saw with David at the end of that match with Harold Harris. All right, Steve gets the 2, so 9 out. Again, Dave has won 10 titles, but it's been a while. But again, not able to participate on a regular basis like he used to. Ooh, a little high. Oh, he can't kick the 4-pin.
It was rocking, but
It
didn't
was.
fall.
It was thinking about it. Now you notice that my 2 floor directors are sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
Have they offered me ice cream?
No.
Have they offered me something to drink?
No,
Do you think I'm going to pay them this weekend?
probably.
Hour and a half.
No, those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, Philip just like stormed off to like, and then he and Matt having this conversation across the room of like, well, do we get him ice cream? Do we get him coffee?
Now we're gonna blow your nose though.
We do have fun here, folks.
Hey, you got to. So that's what it's all about. It's all about fun. These guys aren't going to, it's not going to change their life by winning. They're just enjoying the company. All right, so David makes that 4-pin. So technically he's up 4 now with the open by Steve. But again, don't count either of these players out. They both can get lined up in a heartbeat. Again, Dave Drurio, a 10-time Master Champion, and Steve Dudek, a 16-time Master Champion. Second in titles, only up against Mr. Pagers? No, third. Stepniak, second. Pagers, number 1 with 23. And I believe Joe's got 17, but don't quote me. 17 or 18. Ooh, I don't know. Yep, okay. Got it. Stayed under the ball. Got good rotation on it. Ball held. So we got spare for Dave Trujillo. Up 3 pins. It's early.
They're making fresh coffee for you.
Ooh, good shot by Steve. He leaves a 10-pin also. They have that green Truvia. It's like Sponda. 2 of those.
For the big cup.
Yeah, whatever. I'll slurp it down in a heartbeat. And then I'll go right for the ice cream on the way out.
Yep. Just go get the coffee ice cream. It'd just be the same.
Good point. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's a good idea. Coffee ice cream would solve both my problems.
Or a coffee-based ice cream float.
Ooh, that sounds even better.
Coffee, big old blop of French vanilla ice cream.
I could do all of that. All right, good shot by Steve.
Shot, Steve.
Second place today, $1,169, and our champion today, $2,338.
You need to adjust your mic.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I was in coffee mode.
Yeah. I'm in cheeseburger mode.
Yeah, that's not bad either, trust me. Ooh, good mixer there. So Dave gets a strike, 3rd frame on the right lane, which he's been having trouble carrying. And if he can get double here on the left lane, which is more to his liking. Set. Beautiful shot. There you go. He looks more relaxed and more confident on that lane by very easy to see from here.
Does he have a title?
Who? Yeah, 10.
10? I didn't know that. Shit.
Well, you weren't born when he was winning.
I'm older than he is.
I know, but you weren't in the state. I think you were still in prison in Texas.
No, I was in Jersey.
Okay, see. Well, that is prison, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave's 110, and Steve's 116. All right. Yep, 128, no problem. Okay. Steve's got 49 in the third, but he's down 20, so at the 7-pin difference, down 13. Got to start striking there, because if Dave gets locked in and carries a couple of those on the right, it's over. Could be. Nope, that didn't have a chance. 3-6-10. And look out. Chopped the 3 straight back. 74 in the 5th. And it's official. Mr. Dudek is in trouble. When you give a good player an opening, or he sees that you're struggling and that arm swing gets even looser, it gets to be tough to beat. Sit. Beautiful. Yep. Here we go.
What do you think the odds are that he'll come back with a cheeseburger?
No, he's gonna go get my coffee, and then he's gonna try to finagle me.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
That's all right. There's a Jack in the Box on the way home.
There's a bunch of stuff on the way home. I'm not worried about that. Heavy. Oh, yeah. There we go. 4-bagger for Dave Trujillo.
Well, we have really boring fast food selections in Fort Collins, so I get excited about places like Jack in the Box whenever I'm down in the metro. I'm not a good
Actually,
cook.
one of your better sandwiches is Firehouse right across the parking lot. Firehouse subs, excellent. I want a pint of ice cream too. Later, like 8 minutes later. As soon as I kick Steve out of here, we're gonna get stupid.
Nick's gonna be eating ice cream before I even get to strike.
Hopefully, yeah. No, I still got a loaded truck just like you. Ooh, oh, good. He did get a break there. That had 4-9 written all over it. 93 in the 6th. Best Steve can do right now, unfortunately, he's 203 with 24. And Mr. Trujillo's on a 279 clip. So sometimes you just got to get out of the way and let your opponent do what he does and take home second place money and go, thank you very much. I'll take the 1,100. I'm out of here. So thank you, Mr. David.
You're welcome, sir.
You're out of my doghouse for at least 15 minutes.
That's a fresh pot of coffee. Oh, good shot, good shot. That was a bad look.
All right. David's string ends at 4, leaves a 10-pin.
They forget.
Of course they do. There is no comprehension among these two. All right.
Yeah, at least
Good
you got the
10-pin.
10-pin. Hell, you ain't shot at one in how long?
Hey, now he's he can max out at 258.
I don't think it's over yet, but Steve's going to have to get a momentum change going.
Like I said, he can still shoot. He can only shoot 203. Dave's pretty much going to have to go open.
Yeah.
And, I don't think you're going to see that happening. Oop, another 10-pin. 167 in the 7th. And 10-pin conversion coming up in frame number 8. So it ain't it's not mathematically over yet. Or like I used to say, fat lady ain't singing, but she's humming a mean tune.
When she's in makeup.
Yeah, there you go. And looks no problem. Okay. We used to give Dave grief all the time because for some reason, Dave never had a problem making 10-pin. He's automatic. But we'll give him a 4-pin. And for a while there, he'd miss it 6 out of 8 times. And we could never figure that out. What is with a 4-pin? It's like it's 2-3 board move right with your feet. You throw your strike line, you go sit down. And he would find ways to miss a 4-pin. All right, Steve Dudek, 128 again. No problem. So now he's got one possible 130 in the 8th, 190 max with 24. So 214. Set. Oh, can't get that kicker. Leaves the 4-7. Looks good. All right, so Steve Marks in the 9th. 128 in the 8th with a spare in the 9th. He's just looking to get out of the way. Your champion today is going to be Dave Trujillo, and he did it in fine fashion. Survived a 3-man roll-off to take over, or actually he did not. He was in the middle. He was like second place out of 3, so he had to bowl a couple matches, but he rose to the occasion and bowled great today. And it's been a while for Dave.
You're good. Just pick it up.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Okay, you can punch out in the 10th for 235. So Dave's going to win his 11th title and take home $2,338. Nice weekend. Maybe. Yep, a little wide. Leaves 2-8. Good shot.
Good cover, Dave.
All right. Strikes here. He's going to shoot 223 and 17 for 240 and easily defeat our tournament leader, Steve Dudek of Commerce City. Again, for Steve's second place finish, $1,169. And Dave's going to win a title that has not won in quite a while, but still all in all, 11 titles with us. And with first place money, 40% of the megapot, $2,338. And finishes up strong.
Good finish. Good job.
223 and 17 for 240.
Been a while. Yeah, that's what we're saying on the TV. Initial 11 minutes.
Steve's going to finish up here.
He says, yeah, I'm good with that. You can talk to Nick.
Oh,
Steve.
he's just going to get out of here. 153 and 24 for 177. All right, so that's your match, folks. Dave Trujillo of Lakewood winning his 11th Masters title. And we'll get back in, at the break, and we're going to talk to Dave real quick because we haven't seen him in a while. So it'd be nice to touch base again with him and see what he's been up to lately. But when we come back, you'll hear that. We're at Cold Creek Lanes in Lafayette. And again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here with the ABT Denver branch. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Sorsa with ABT champion Dave Trujillo and his precocious 12-year-old, Matthew. We give Matthew a lot of garbage here, but Matthew's a great kid. I've known him for 12 years.
Yes. Every time we went to Vegas.
That's it, yeah. He wouldn't let me check his homework, though.
Yeah, I know. He still doesn't do his homework.
Well, I'm gonna have to show up at your house one day.
Right.
We'll take care of that. But great to see you again, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's been hard to get out and bowl, but people got to look at you and see what you're capable of. And
Oh yeah, I bowl. I'm unlucky 3 games a week.
yeah.
And
And sometimes the rush shows. You just
Oh,
not
yeah.
as sharp, but once you figured it out and you got lined up,
yeah,
it was
if
just
you give me the
candy bar to
inside,
bar.
I
Yeah.
used to be dominant in the inside.
Well, that's your A game.
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. But yeah, so pretty cool. League bowling this coming winter.
Aurora.
Aurora
That's-
and
yeah.
Aurora. You
Yeah.
gonna bowl at Thursday night mixed league, the big doubles one?
Yeah.
or-
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's the only one I can get off work
Sure.
once a week. Sometimes I'll sub on Arapahoe.
On Wednesday
Yeah,
night in the NFL
But,
scratch.
yeah, if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
If I
Again,
can get
it
out
just, yeah, I hear you. We were talking about Tanya's significant other,
Oh yeah.
and look at how hard it is for him
Oh
to
yeah.
even show
Yep.
up. and
Yeah,
bowl.
that's the thing.
Poor Scott. He wants to bowl, and there's times by the time
Can't
he
get
gets
up.
home, he's beat. He can't even get
Yeah,
him
they-
out the door. But
12-hour course shifts
Sure.
is tough.
especially when it's hot,
Yeah, I know, right?
just drains you. It's crazy.
Yeah, you don't want to do nothing.
What ball did you use today for the most part? Would you say?
We started out with the physics in qualifying,
Okay.
and moved to the Marvel in the semis.
Marvel
And-
Pearl.
yeah,
or the
Marvel.
original? Marvel Pearl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to the old High Road.
The original.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that ball just doesn't go
Doesn't-
away,
no,
does it?
uh-uh.
I know,
It's a-
it's
it's
so
a great ball.
versatile.
Yeah, it is.
That in the old Frantic.
Yeah. Yep.
You
Yep.
could throw that on anything.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
exactly.
And just
Yeah.
line up pretty good. Who does your stuff?
Sean Lee.
Sean Lee.
Yep.
Oh,
Tim back. Yep.
Sean Lee.
Yep. You gotta shout out to him.
Oh yeah.
If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here.
Oh, Sean is he's been doing great things
Yes.
for the bowling community. On top of he drills
Oh yeah. I
a
mean,
lot of the champions
Yep.
equipment.
Yep.
And of course he's got Garrett in the office
Oh
now.
yeah.
Chauvin, he's
and then Mason
teaching
and
him the
Morgan.
ropes.
Oh
Mason
yeah.
Morgan.
Yeah. Those
Yeah, he
are
can't
tough.
bowl at all, can he?
Oh
my God.
Those guys. I wish I had the balls too. They have.
Oh, do you believe
And-
it?
Yeah.
Mason and Morgan, tremendous players. And, of course, their dad
Oh yeah.
as a champion
Yep.
with me from like 25 years ago
right?
at Monaco.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. In fact, I laughed. I told him, I said, when your dad won, him and your mom weren't even married.
I know, right?
They were dating. I said, how do you think I feel?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
yeah, I'm glad Sean was able to come through again and
Right?
do another
Oh,
great
yeah.
job.
Yep.
What I love about Sean is he takes the time to explain everything. Whether you're a brand new bowler,
Yeah.
120 average bowler, or whether you're a guy that just needs maybe a little bit
more.
of a layout difference to see what the change in the role.
Yep.
He's got it all.
Yeah.
And he's a great coach on top of it.
Exactly.
So he's got
Exactly.
everything. So
Yep.
Sean, great job. Continued good work. You do great things for us. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean.
All right, Dave. On behalf of us,
This-
ABT, thanks again for coming
Yeah.
out, and it's good to see you back in the
Oh
winter
yeah.
circle. Really
yeah,
is. It's fun.
It's tough. It's tough to get out. With him growing up and trying to do things with him, working and
Sure.
trying to mix things around. So, I just.
Welcome to the real world, Dad.
I know. Yeah. It's
But
tough.
Matthew's doing good. He's getting into bowling, so and he keeps bugging me. He wants to bowl with me. I said, look, you don't worry about it. By the time you hit 18, I'll still be here. Don't
Right.
worry about it.
Right. Right.
And then you can bowl doubles with him. It'll drive
Oh,
you
yeah.
out of your mind.
He's going to be better than me. That's the problem.
That would be nice. I'll tell you what, that would make him tough.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
All right, folks, on behalf of David and Matthew Trujillo, I'm Nick Lasorsa, producer Scott Sledgester. We're here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette. Don't forget, next week we're at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. Have a great week. On behalf of all of us, we'll see you.
Thank you.